Oh, I'm live. Wow, look at that. Greetings, fellow Earthlings, fellow aliens. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yep, Sunday, sunny Sunday. It's really warm out. Cherry blossoms are blooming all through the city. I'm just like, wow. But I didn't pull over. I was with someone else. I should have, but I didn't. It sure is a lot of blossoms going on. It's like moly holy here. Yeah, it's interesting to see because the rest of Canada is just like an iceberg. But just been reading my book, Wild Harvest BC, and well, hello and goodbye. And I purchased this. It's some kind of organic hemp bar, protein bar. Gonna give it a try on the live stream. Also, I'm gonna drink some of my organic milk that's not microfiltered or homogenized or anything like that. Just real milk. Yeah. Open it up. It says, what's the ingredients? Well, can't really see it, but I know there's hemp hearts in it. Hey, Brian Plot. Don't know you, I don't think. Let's go and see who Brian Plot is. Well, you got some subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Just gonna eat some of these hemp bars. Just gonna try to see what's in there. Hemp hearts, oats, dates, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, prunes, raisins, dried apples, and dried blueberries. Probably good for me. And I'm gonna drink it with some real milk. It's the real deal. So, get to pouring it. And thanks for coming in and hitting that thumbs up. I do appreciate it. It's a Sunday. Here's the real milk. I'm not going to drink very much, but never had hemp bars before. Well, I've had a couple different kinds, so this is a new one for me. Thank you for the thumbs up there, Brian Plot. But yeah, this is some organic milk. Yeah. Can't drink the stuff in the plastic container no more, and just can't do it. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. There we go. Let's have a look at these bars. Ooh, looks nice. Look at that. Ooh. Hey. Extremely healthy. Hey. I'm Shawnee Grows. There you go. Good to see you, Shawnee. Okay. Some organic milk you got there. Yeah, that's really nice. An organic bar. Wow. Really tastes like milk. Sure is sunny and warm here, Shawnee. The cherry blossoms are loaded all over town. Daffodils are up. Snowdrops are up. Rhododendrons are blooming. Oh, it's sunny and warm there? It's very warm. It's 9 Celsius right now. This is good. Hemp hearts, gluten-free oats, dates, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, prunes, raisins, dried apples, and dried blueberries. Organic. With organic milk. Thank you for the thumbs up. Cold and snowing here. Well, -3 Fahrenheit. Not here. It's hot out. I went out to a big box store, did some shopping, picked up a few things. It tastes like milk. Quite warm. It's January 18th. I filmed my amaryllis today. My amaryllis started blooming a couple of days ago, but it's open now. That's cold, -3 Fahrenheit. That's -19 Celsius. 2 more days till my birthday. Happy birthday. I got to get those Cucurbita ficafolia seeds out to you. I got to drop some off to Maureen. I'm going to leave some at her stand there. Maybe she'll mail them to you. I'm going to give her one of those right there. I got a bunch of them. I'm just going to leave one at her stand, and because I walk by there every 2 or 3 times a week because I go through the tunnel to go to the country grocer. Welcome. Happy birthday. I can do that. This Wednesday, there's some kind of thing going on at the church there. Ushering. I hope that's you, buddy. Good to see you, Jamie. Yeah, so anyway, I'm dropping off some food on Tuesday, I think. Some sunchokes here. I'm going to donate 50 pounds. So I dropped by. I just leave it at her stand. I haven't asked her anything. I don't want to bother anybody. And she's right along the way. Yeah, good to see you, Jamie. I can't believe how good this milk tastes. It's the real deal. Huh? Real milk in a glass jar. So it's your birthday. What are you doing for your birthday? Uh-oh, you retracted something. Not allowed to do that. I think I watched every one of your short videos there, Jamie. Yeah, a lot. I wouldn't say anything because it's on my TV. Yes, I do. You pretty much have to be a chef to use sunchokes. And you have to grow them a month before you put them out there, Shawnee. You have to grow them maybe even a couple months where you are inside. And they're crawlers. They crawl all over stuff. Yeah. Oh. You're welcome, Jamie. You have to know what to do when you're cooking sunchokes. Sunchoke chips are really good because they have a lot of inulin in it. And inulin is a fiber that slows down your sugar burn, right? So what happens is you can get a bit of gas. I'm making my great grandmother's caramel bars for my birthday. You're having fun. But yeah, sunchokes will grow anywhere in the north, especially if it snows there. They like that. But it is a superfood. Mm-hmm. But I'm donating 50 pounds to the food bank at the local church here. I'll be on Tuesday. There's this one lady that does all the organic stuff. Pickling, you can pickle them. You can make zucchini relish. You can make like a potato chip. And if you don't want so much gas in them, peel them with a carrot peeler. Bill! Where's Bill? Bill! Add as moderator. Bill! Every time I look at my citrus, I've got a few citrus at families too. I have a lot of personal, whoa, in my household. So my birthday will be celebrated in a small way. Well, I wish you the best. You're really, I did order myself a mystery seed box from Small House Farm. Spent $25 to get 20 packets of seed. Gee, I wish you were my neighbor. I have millions of seeds that I've collected. I have seeds I don't even. When I go into my freezer, I have trays and trays and trays of seed. Well, I don't know if it's millions, but there's a lot. I have a lot. I have anything and everything, and I've been saving seeds since I was very young. Yeah, I'm sorry, Shawnee Grows. It's the same way for us here. Our money is stretched too much these days. Take care. Gotta go. Yeah, Brian Platt. Well, thank you kindly for being here. It was nice meeting you. You were very respectful in the chat, and come back anytime. Oak Knob's here. Hey, good evening, fellow Earthlings. Hug for Howie. Oh, thank you. That's why we grow a garden. Well, money streaming is where it's at. Hey, you're doing very good on your YouTube channel. Yeah. If you don't mind, may I do a suggestion? I'll wait for you. May I give a suggestion? If you don't want a suggestion, I won't give you one. Yep. What you got for a suggestion? Well, it could, just a little tiny suggestion. You know how like you have a live stream, and thank you for allowing me a suggestion. I'm glad I asked first. You know how you have a live stream? This guy, I know he's a doctor. I'm not going to say who his name is, but he's got several million subscribers. And when he started out, he used to have you up on the panel for like a minute or two, and you could ask your gardening question, and then down you went. Or not, it wasn't a gardening question, it was actually a health question. But he got in a little bit of trouble because you can't offer health medical thing on the YouTube, right? But like same idea with gardening though, or because you're super knowledgeable now, you've been really researching a lot. You have an open panel for 2-minute question. It's a 2-minute answer. The person goes down, and then the next person comes up, and that catches on. And I'm just saying, right? Like, I'm just saying, like a 2-minute question to a 2-minute answer. And you've got a lot of knowledge now. I remember way back in Mallory's channel, you used to go there and you were pretty quiet. Oh, allow the audience to come up on the panel to ask a garden question. They get timed in and out. Live Q&A. That's it. That's it. And that could be on tincture making for apothecary, that could be on container gardening, that could be on sharing, whatever they want to ask, as long as it's a decent question, because you're going to get some whack jobs too. And you got to vet, right? You have to vet. Josh's new journey. Hello, Josh's new journey. Wow. Let's see who Josh's new journey is. Go to his channel. I think it's Josh that used to come before. And it is. And we'll give Josh a wrench there because he's a really good guy. Yes, it is. So yeah, like a question and answer on the panel. And then, I know you have a little Etsy store or something, but people like it, like a question, and then they get an answer, and maybe some people might have 2 or 3 questions. Yeah, you have a merch store, so you can merch is an interesting thing. I've seen people be successful, and I've seen other people. Everybody's got a hoodie, everybody's got a shirt, everybody's got a hat, right? Does everybody got sunglasses with a video camera in it? Does everybody have hummingbird feeders, or bird feeder, or a seed planter where you have little tiny seeds, you tap the seed in the tray, something like that? Hey, Mr. Thielen, hello. Just to say hello. Hello, how are you? Well, okay. I thought maybe you needed a wrench, but if you're just saying hello, if you stuck around, I'll give you a wrench. So far, I've sold something every month. I hope to add to it. I thought the puzzles would sell more. Well, a deck of cards for gardening season, you can get those and sell them on there. That's a popular item. And hey, J3, welcome. Get you a wrench there, J3. There you go, buddy. Really good guy. Gone to his channel lots. So I've got a little time. Okay, well, we better get you a little wrench there. But, having the question and answer and having people up for a couple of minutes, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and on to the next one. And then you're welcome. I've got a little time. Oh, good to see you. Yeah. So, a live panel with people coming up. Instead of the traditional, you have up to 6 people and they're all the same people, which is nothing wrong with that, but to give it a spice and liveliness. My friend, the doctor friend, and he started out where he had a panel. He'd bring you up, and then he'd do videos on different health issues. Well, you do a lot of videos on your harvest and stuff like that. I mean, that's a deck of cards could be fun. Change the suits, Kirk Cubitus, Nightshades, Persig. Yeah, I have a couple of 3 different decks around here. I should hand that off to Maureen to hand it off to you if she's sending out that package. I'll try to remember it. But I have 3 of broccoli. Yeah, exactly, right? But it's something you're in the gardening community, and you selling your seeds is a big thing, but selling merch is another. And then people that come up on a panel and want to ask a questions, a suggestion is you buy a 99-cent month, for a month's membership, please buy it for 99 cents. And if you can't, that's okay. That's okay. You explain that this is your business, but it's called money streaming. So all these different places that money comes from, like your chats, your super chats, and your merch and your memberships, that all gets brought into one. Now, it's much better if someone's going to donate you $100. Don't donate it on the chat, because you lose like a lot of it. They're better off sending it to you like a postal money order or something. Blistering, rest well for your life journey. What? Blistering's gone? I'm off to take sleep. I have hospital with my mom. Hey, my very best to you, Jamie. I kind of missed that. Sorry, buddy. You take care. And thanks for being here, Jamie. Really good channel. Blistering, you take care, and your mom too, buddy. My thoughts and prayers are with you. Deck of cards. Okay, I have three. Yeah, I'm putting my toe in the water for selling plants, roads. But yeah, I definitely would have the panel of question and answer period. I've been on YouTube 7 years, I guess, or eight, and I have never made money on me neither. I'm not here for money. I was here just for people to make soil and to build food for us. And it's sad but true. Well, money is it's easy to get money. It's keeping it's the problem. And the best thing to do is money stream. In today's type of economy, I don't have to do that anymore. I'm retired now, but I had the money stream way before YouTube, but I've never received. I keep getting notifications once in a while about joining up to YouTube money monetized partner crap and all that. And as soon as they say that, I stop putting up videos so I don't have to do that. You do a wonderful job. Well, thank you, Mr. Thielen. That's very kind of you. But I tried to teach people to save seeds, cook food, that kind of thing. And that's all part of like cookery is part of the gardening scene. You eat what you grow, and you grow what you eat. That's to show each time how you're using it, how you're preserving it. And it's an updated thing. It's really tough if you've got a bunch of kids and a hubby to look after, right? But yeah, I would definitely have a panel where you're always having up someone new. And even old friends too can come up. But you're having a 2 to 5 minute question period. And then you're on to the next one. And then at the end of the show, you can have like a larger panel, or you sell a membership to come up. Right. And because you're so knowledgeable now, and not a lot of knowledge, not just in your area, but you've learned about other areas as well, like other zones. Here where I live, we haven't had any winter. I had a frost last night. Ooh, right. It was really beautiful floral, like Jack Frost floral. It was great. Hey, Uncle Al, my buddy. I love this guy, man. I've learned a lot from this guy. Add as moderator. You better believe it. There you go. Standard. Welcome, 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 Al. How is the food bank situation? Have they turned up to picking up extra? No, I'm delivering 50 plus pounds of sunchokes on Tuesday. And that's what I'm doing. Hi, CR. I see you there. We're getting 4 inches of snow tonight. Yep. But good to see you, CR. But everything's in bloom here. Like this is the earliest I've ever seen it. For the past week, I've been watching cherry blossoms, but I can't stop. I'm going to the doctor. I'm going to, it's tough to get someone to stop and take up 10 minutes of their time. And so I thought of just asking, could you slow down so I can get a video? Because I live outside the city and it's a little warmer in the city. So yeah, 45 days of tool log, 43 Fahrenheit. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty warm. 43 Fahrenheit. And Uncle Al saying hello to Shawnee. It's Shawnee's birthday in a couple days, so I bet she's going live showing her birthday party and her grandma's caramel cookie cakes. Nice lady, Shawnee Gross. But I'm going to hook up with Maureen or Martha Washington, something like that. I only met her like once for like 2 minutes or something. That's because I had to go to the church and see somebody there. Yeah, happy birthday, Maureen. Yeah, sorry, there's a lot of people here. When I walk down the road, everybody knows me. So it's like by the time I might meet 10 Maureens a year or Martha or whatever. Thank you all for the wishes. Yeah. Enjoy the warm weather. I know it's been really, really warm. And it's interesting because because of what can grow here all year round. Like I have parsley all year round. I have onions all year round. Pretty much garlic grows all year round here. Like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, planted just before winter. I'm like, well, there's really no winter here. So you can pretty much plant garlic and just leave it for a year or two. Even I saw 40 Fahrenheit this month. Wow. Well, change in the jet stream. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, birthdays come once a year. And I know you're only 19 there, Shawnee Grows, but you'll make your 20th birthday. One time she was driving, I don't know, it was like a couple of years ago or something. I was like, are you old enough to drive? Sweet. You know, but on a more serious note, I will make sure to stop into Washington's there, and because it's right along the way. I thought she was 29. I don't think so. Yeah, but that's good for as you age. You always look really young, like me. See, stockpile and grow food. Oh yeah, stockpile and grow food. Absolutely, that's where it's at. Like this here. Oops, my bad. This here is Curcubita ficofolia. I'll leave one of them at Washington's. And this lasts 7 years on the shelf once you grow it. So you get through 7 hunger gaps, okay? And this is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful to eat with a little chili powder and bake it in the oven. And the seeds, more nutrition than anything found on the planet. And very few people know about Curcubita ficofolia. And it's from Mexico, and it grows wild, hey? But to grow it where I am, I have to grow it 30 days before the last frost to get it, with some big leaves on it. And it's very gently, you make the hole, you put it in, the plant in gently, don't press it down. And all squash and cucumber and some and watermelon are like that, hey? And this is a melon, and it's absolutely divine. It takes on flavor of whatever you mix with it. But that's a long season. I know, 7 years. This thing, look it up. Don't take my word for it. Yeah. And I just ate one of my, oh boy, I just spilled here. Oh, see Daisy. Yeah. I just ate one of my Hubbard squash, but I shared it with people in the village here. So that's pretty cool. Stockpile and grow food. Yeah, Canada has 10-day of food supply left. Shrank from 20. Yeah. I have a little food pantry in my little library. Karate chopped your Hubbard. Well, I used my I have this huge knife. It's yeah. So I used that. I put a video up on it. Yeah. I can go through 1 week's food here in my pantry in the little library. It just disappears. And it's all these older people and old men and women. They stop by. Thank you for all those thumbs up. That was very nice. You, Stony Baker, MD. I've been doing all right. Can't complain. I'm still standing up. So I have my days, I'll tell you. Sometimes it's rough. Sometimes it's pretty good. Today I had a pretty rough day, so I got out and about anyway. Nothing I want to talk about. We've had a great week, 50 degrees. Yep. Great Mexican squash. I use ghee and spice. Yes, ghee and spices, chili powders. Oh, but the great thing, it's a powerful diuretic. Be prepared to lose a lot of water weight. And I dropped a few pounds when I ate one. I ate a whole one. I just ate it. And I shouldn't have done that. But you can't eat the skin, the rind. You can't do that. It's undigestible. But the inside's quite digestible. I'm still chopping and soon dropping. Yes, chop and drop all year round. Northwest Washington State. Yeah, it's been sunny all day here. And I had a little bit of frost last night. We haven't had any snow here. I mean, they did have some up in the mountains, but they get that every year. But then it all melted. You can't ski on the slope no more. I mean, the snow melted. It's raining in Greenland. That's not supposed to be, right? I mean, weather is changing, and here, I mean, we always get a little bit of snow in February. Sometimes we get a little bit in November. We never got any of that so far, and it's the 18th of January. So that's pretty cool, right? But I wanted to talk about my organic milk. It's delicious. And my organic hemp energy protein bar is delicious. See ya, Alan. Later, my ride's here. Later, folks. Later. Hi. See you there, Uncle Al. Always a pleasure. If you don't know Uncle Al, go over and watch all his shorts. You know, he's got a lot, and they're all food. It's delicious. Well, not all food, but mostly. But he's got some great prepping or survival or ideas on how to survive. Right? He's not really a prepper. He's a survivalist. I have trouble getting fiber, Howie, because my teeth are missing. Well, you have to eat fiber. Fiber scrapes the colon. You're a guy. Like sunchokes are probably good for you. Anything mushy, make it mushy. I definitely would be getting a Mucilix or something, right? You got to have your fiber every day. Keep sugar down and stuff like that. Hey? But okay, cool. You're welcome there, Baker man. But on a serious note, everybody just remember, it's Shawnee Grove's birthday in 2 days. So it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Is there a special time that you're going live, or are you going live on your birthday? I mean, you're loved on the YouTube community, and you're very well loved. So yeah. Making big bold letters. I take super chats on my birthday. I would. Yeah. Because you give out a lot of good intel. But seriously, look at your panel, bringing up, keep your panel that you got. Obviously, a great bunch of people on there. But I mean, doing one once, whenever, whatever, like doing one with, a 2 to 4 to 5 minutes, yeah, I assume 9 Central could be. That would be like 7 here. I'm going to be 68. Wow. I'm pushing. And I still got blonde hair. When I shave, I look really young. But I'm pushing 60. So thanks for all those thumbs up. But yeah. So I've got a busy couple days ahead of me. I'm bald, laughed out loud. You know why you're bald? Do you know why? High testosterone. And your hair follicles plugged up. And you're not absorbing minerals. My bad hair was evicted. Me too. Well, I could join the crew. But hey, Barry's here. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Where are you? There he is. There, get you wrenched there, Barry. I know you're in the blue zone. Oh, here it is, Shawnee is. There's a chance I go live at 9. Excellent. Tonight to talk about garden themes. If I get done with work on time on Tuesday, I can go live just for a hangout chill chat. Well, give it some thought about, the panel thing. Question and answer panel come up, and sharing out. Oh, you're welcome, Barry. So it would be birthday party Tuesday night. Yes, I'll show up. I'll even raid. I'll do a live stream. You see, if people did a live stream, when there are people that come on their stream, then they can raid yours, and then your ratings go up. See, that's how it's done. Yeah, collaboration and like, yeah. I really want to see you succeed because you're doing, you're working so hard at it. Hey, Cliff. There's my buddy Cliff. There you go, Cliff. Welcome, Cliff. Been to Cliff channel a ton for years. Hey, Yoda. Lots of cool people showing up. Add as moderator. I like that Yoda fellow. I like his name. When I first joined YouTube, I hung out with some heavy wine drinking, love gardening. I heard a lot. Wow, good for you, buddy. Hello, CR. Hello, Shawnee from Cliff. Just got my shorts done, so here I am. I don't judge. Me neither. Judge not lest you be judged. Much appreciated, brother. I'll use it well. Yes, you do what you got to do there, Mr. Cliff. Always a pleasure. I'm just here eating my hemp bars. Hemp protein bars. There they are. There they are. They're delicious. I can't eat no more. And I'm drinking my organic milk in a nice glass jar. Yeah. But, like support in the community. I learned that from a guy named Yankee. He passed away a couple years back now. But he always supported everybody in the certain community, in the prepper community and stuff, love real raw milk. Yeah, me too. Hey, Virginia fruit grower. Welcome. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. There's a guy that grows a lot of citrus. Nice melons. Yeah. Question, how to properly trim a peach tree? Well, growing peaches is not easy. And, the old fruited branch is what you take off of a peach tree and you open it up. It really likes sun to come into the center, And if you plant them under an eave, where I am, where it rains a lot, they get peach curl. So I don't know where you are, but if you plant them up against the house, it kind of gives you that microclimate. But it also, if you can get the cold hours. Now, you can get a peach tree that you don't need cold hours anymore. Just grows peaches. Yankee was a nice guy, certainly was. I've explained too many about the Howie's how to make soil video I shared. Question, how to probably trim a peach tree? Well, gently in the winter time. Don't do it in the summertime. And don't take off the new leaders where the fruit's going to be coming out. Take off the old fruited branch. And you don't need a peach tree really big, unless it's that type. I've seen really big ones, but nice melons. Hey, okay. And hope you're doing great, sir. Oh, I am Virginia fruit grower. Good to see you. That guy's got a lot of lemons, hey. I love that channel. I haven't been over there enough, though. The under branches are too low to the ground. That's okay. You don't want the lollipop look, okay? Personally, I don't prune a lot of fruit trees unless it's the dead on it or something like that, or an old fruited branch. I don't train mine. I don't train them to have that lollipop look. I just let mine grow, and I get lots. Of course, my soil's pretty darn good too. This guy came from Portugal about a month or so ago. Came all the way here just to see this place. He's like, I'm impressed. And he's smelling the soil, and he's like, you make the soil? I'm like, yeah, every day. I said, it never stops. Yeah. Howie, can I really be organic growing in a 5-gallon pit? Sure, why not? Organic, everything's organic. It's just some organic. Is it got the microbes in it? Is the soil alive? That's humic acid. Is there lots of humic acid? Is there biochar? Is there wood ash? Is there organic biomass in there? Or do you have people go, oh, how do I kill my roly-polies, Howie? You don't. Roly-polies are only dangerous to the little seedlings. Then they can eat some off. Roly-polies is really good for breaking down soil. A friend of mine up the road here years ago, he's like, "You want to see what I feed?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, okay." Because the guy grew like amazing in the containers and stuff. And he had this beautiful deck and not very much sunlight either. And when he walked out on the deck, I walked out with him and I'm looking and you see all these roly-polies. I think they're called landiopods or something like that. And they all came out of the ground and out of the underneath the leaves. They're all looking at him and he feeds them. He hand fed them. I'm like, "Well, what's this do?" And he's like, "Well, they break down all the organic biomass, right?" My tag must have not worked at Storms Radios. I said, "Hey, it's -3 Fahrenheit. It's been a day." Hey, Wild Edibles, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope I haven't made anyway. So anyway, okay, pot, 5-gallon pot. Yeah, you can container grow. There's nothing wrong with container growing. It's the nutrients and care that you look after it. And obviously you're on a balcony or obviously you have a smaller place. And I really like container. Whoa, big hawk just chased a bunch of birds. But I love container gardening and it's a real artwork. Okay. You have to have that soil. I make all my own soil. I don't buy soil. I won't. I make my own. People come here and get soil. I have to bring some to this older gal down the road. She asked me, she's like, "Howie, how much for your soil?" I'm like, "Yeah, for you, it's free." She's a great friend. And her hubby just passed just a couple, 3 weeks ago. It's like, so I'm going to surprise her with a wheelbarrow of soil. Here you go. She lives just down the road. But hey, roly-polies can clean radioactive soil. I heard. Radioactive soil, I mean, it's called the half-life, depending on what it is. And it's heavy, so it sinks down into the soil. So if you ever have to deal with radioactive soil, don't dig a hole because way down there is where all the radiation is. You're just releasing it and putting it onto you, right? I would eat Howie's soil. Yeah. Sorry, I have to go again. Take a call. Take care. See you there. Creative redundancy. Hashtag pathway soil bank. Soil's all made. Thank you for that. Oak Knob Farm. Soil's made in layers. And, wood ash, you put it into your biochar and then you fill the bucket up with water and let it seep into the biochar, the wood ash, or whatever it is, your composty, whatever. You want to load that biochar. And bye, CR. My condolences. Thank you, Rick Thieland. I'm glad I was able to keep my bunnies. They help you. That's another thing. Rabbit poop, they don't carry disease, hey? They're vegetarians, hey? It's when you get into chicken poop that you get into pathogens and stuff, right? You got to decompose it and hot compost it or pathway soil bank. Now, I don't own a compost, okay? I don't want one. All I want is to put everything in layers, 4 or 5 inch layers. Green, brown, green, brown, green, brown. Like coffee grounds, wood chips, leaves, dead bird, right? Dead goldfish, right? I would eat Howie's soil, and it's probably okay to eat. It's pretty good. Hi, Wild, on the way out. CSCR. Wild Edibles. I'm glad I was able to. Yes. Bunny poop is great. If you can't have chickens, have a quail, right? When I was young, I used to shoot robins and eat them. I'd shoot like 3 big American fat robins. Oh, gee, that was great. Or a bunny. I'd snare a bunny, or I'd catch these eastern brook trout. So I'm glad I was able to keep my, okay. I look around my house and Wild Edibles that I made so much soil, I have to fix the grading around the house. Yeah, it adds up really fast when you make soil, hey? And the thing is, it's worth money and it's worth your health, right? If you got the soil, it's not too hard to get a bit of water and some seed. Right? Rabbit poo can be used straight away. Yes, it can. Yes. My chicken coops are a gold mine. Yes. This time of year. See, when you got chicken poop, take a handful like that. And if you got your tomato plant or your your salmon plant, we'll call it, just put a handful underneath it that's a few inches down. Those roots will go down and find it, you see? And that's what you want, right? Like when I do my air layered clones, I put a bag around the branch with some substrate. The roots are growing in it. I don't take that plastic off. I put that right into the ground. And some people, they get really irky about, oh, this is an organic farm. I'm like, okay. So the plastic came out of the ground out of oil. So what? And they're like, well, we can't have plastic here. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm not saying, but you got to look at the benefits of the plastic around the root, the air layered clone, and it keeps water in. So you don't have to water it all the time. Okay, you're smarter than water, right? I believe roots can smell food. Yeah. Is quail really the tastiest of all fowl? I don't know. They're quick and easy, small. You don't waste nothing. You don't have to, eat duck or goose meat for a month. I can't have quail. They are livestock, no livestock. Well, there's lots of wild quail everywhere. That's just unacceptable. That's what I would tell them. Whoever comes to bother you. Well, my phone's ringing. Here you go. I am not answering it. It's not my problem. I use pine shavings for my rabbits, and it all goes to the mulch, the garden very early. Birds will pick through it before I plant it. Nice. Tastes like turkey. Yep. Ooh, I hate a turkey. I hate turkey. Well, I only eat fresh, free-ranged, or wild turkey. That's all I eat, and it's fabulous. I can't eat the frozen one that's in the plastic and all that. I'm not doing it either. It doesn't even taste right. Can't, yeah. This time of year, I really need to compost pile. I can't dig snow, but hey, just put it in a container, okay? In a garbage can, put the lid on it, and just keep filling it up. By spring, you can dump it out into your pathway soil bank. It's the prime minister. I don't like him. I don't like him. I know lots about that guy. Yeah, I'm not even going to say his name. You better not call me. I'll put him on a do not call list. Quail are all dark meat, tiny. You need two, but I enjoy them. Yeah, quail, there's a lot of quail here. I have 30 to 50 quail come in here, tons of mourning doves, robins, and I have mallard ducks that fly into the swimming pool next door, like duck, wild. Yeah, quail taste good, honestly. They do, okay? And if it's had its life, it's lived its lifespan, a couple of quail in my slow cooker. Yeah, I like duck. I don't mind quail. I don't eat duck. I'm not a duck fan. I don't eat duck, and if I do eat duck, it has to be a wild one. I don't eat the ones, and because they've become friends and stuff. I have hummingbirds with heavy attitude. I've got a lot of hummingbirds here. They're stoning. Oh my gosh. I have a ton of hummingbird. I had to warm up their syrup this morning, their nectar. I had a little bit of frost. It was ice cold, and they were looking at me. And I have my flowers inside. I have lilies and stuff inside my alcove, and they're all bzz, 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 bzz. Yeah, laugh out loud. They dive bomb my kitties. I bet my cat that passed away a few years ago, he used to eat them. Hey, I had a heck of a time with that. I was like, no. And every time I see him out there watching, I'd go and scare him off. As soon as I left, he was back there looking at my hummingbirds. So I'm like, no. So now I got this wild stray cat, and he only likes me. My best friend came over, and he bit my best friend. Pretty good too, drew blood. He didn't like him, and he only likes certain people. But I feed him, so he's never bit me. But he is a wild stray cat, right? So I let him in at night. You can hear him at the door. He does a little scratch on the door, so I'll open it up. My dogs do not go near him. They know he's a badass. They know he'll scrap them. I've seen him scrap dogs. Dogs avoid him. He's pretty big cat too. He looks like Sylvester off the cartoons, that black and white cat. Yeah. I hate when my cats kill birds, but they specialize in moles and mice. Hey, this cat, this stray cat, he does not touch the birds. All he does is he sits there and he watches them. and it's a great show for him. And he sits underneath the blue spruce tree and he just watches and watches. And you see him, his eyes are wild and he's purring and I'm like, oh yeah. But he doesn't touch them. He doesn't. He eats frogs and bugs though. So I gave him canned tuna, the wild albacore tuna. You can hear him go. The dogs just look around the corner. I'm going to film it sometime. They just watch him. Hey, they don't go nowhere near him. Muscovy ducks can clean up everything in the spring, miss them. Yeah, yeah. I used to have Muscovies years ago up north. I hate when my cats, that's not good. Cliff, I just hate when the neighborhood cats use my garden as, don't, man. That's what you want. You're smarter than a cat. Have a nice under area, like a piece of plywood on top of, like, say, a little small frame, and put the soil in there, and they'll go in that nice dry soil and leave alone your garden. Hey, you're smarter than a cat. I have that, and the neighbor has that, and all the cats that are wild or in the neighborhood, they go underneath there, and every now and then I'll clean it up, like not very often, and I'll just put it right into my pathway soil bank in there. This old guy from Denmark, he's like, there's no nutrition in cat scat and dog dewies and stuff like that. I said, I don't care. What do you think? The cat's got a toilet or something, or the dog? It's poop. It goes on the ground. It decomposes. Until John A. Crappett came along, invented the toilet. Have a crap, right? That's where it comes from. You had an outhouse. And I remember years ago when the outhouse was full, they just moved the outhouse, right? Just moved the outhouse over there. The big thing is it is pathnogenic, human manure. So it has to decompose. So a little bit of lime, right? Human manure compost toilets are quite common. And, my one cat goes outside. He's good at getting mice. Good. Get the mice. I have lots of owls here. Hey, I was adopted by a cat. She just showed up and claimed a food bowl as her own. Yeah, Cliff, just make an area for them to go to so they don't come to your garden. It's not pleasant to see poop where you're eating your food. So you're smarter than the kitty cat. She's hilarious. Yeah, I have a pet squirrel named Nibble. Oh my God, Stony. Jeez. I think he's like going outside at night to get the flying squirrels. We used to have flying squirrels here, pileated woodpeckers, those big ones with the red head, like Woody the Woodpecker, and lots of other things we used to have. We used to have pilchards here, giant herring. Don't have that anymore. They're all gone. Yeah, I think but on a more serious note, try to eat organic. Try to eat a little bit. Don't eat a lot. Try not to eat sugar because it feeds mold, yeast, and fungus. Right? Same with carbs. If you're eating lots of carbs, it blocks up your mitochondria. It doesn't work. That's the powerhouse of the cell. It works. But avoid sugar and carbs. Now, if you're out there chopping wood, I'd eat a few carbs. But eat your meat, eat your vegetables. Eat fruit that grows in your locale. So if you're like, say, like our friend, in the Northern Hemisphere, you got to eat grapes, apples, cherries, that kind of thing, because you're in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you can eat bananas and papayas and all of this, But there's a big difference. Yeah. Keep your gut flora going. Today I picked up 2 types of, actually now I have 3 types of raw cabbage that's been fermented, sauerkraut. And one I just got, and it has a bunch of different things in it. It's delicious. You have to replace your gut flora as much as you can with the best you can, like kimchi, miso, these type of things. eat what can be eaten in the northern hemisphere. It's when you start eating food from the tropics, problems can arise. Howie's food pyramid. Yeah, sugar's poison, man. You got to think about it. It's called dopamine. So when you eat a candy, that was good. I gotta have another one. Well, you had a dopamine release, and running out of dopamine is not a good thing. Okay, it's not good. You ever see those people that are on? They do the shorts or the TikTok, and they're looking at another one, looking at them. Pretty soon, they're like, "Yeah," and you're all messed up. You've run out of dopamine and hormones, endorphins and stuff. You're running out. It takes a little while to get built back up, right? And you got to monitor everything. Like people that go on to, I'm not picking on anyone, and don't take this the wrong way, but if you're going on YouTube and having a live stream every day, that's an addiction. You become addicted. It's like sugar is one molecule less than heroin or cocaine, okay? One molecule different. And they're powerful alkaloids and stuff, you know? So just think the same thing as when you do anything in life, okay? If you become addicted, then you got to get that dopamine release. Right? Uh, and it can be really bad for people. And I'm just trying to put a message across to have a better life. You know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going on YouTube every day or on TikToks or social platforms like Bookface or Bitter Twitter or, you know, the X Files or X's or whatever. I'm on none of it. And everything in moderation. Absolutely, Oak. A lot of YouTubers think YouTube's television. I know. I'm a dopamine. Beets, sweet taters, and carrots and cabbage. Been finding cheap veggies and preserving them smart. I like apple cider vinegar. It's warm morning and night. Frozen berries, yummy. Yes. Now, frozen blueberries or Haskap or raspberries is where it's at. Or your local indigenous berries. Those are really good because they're grown here. But when you have berries shipped from way down south in the middle of winter, yeah, I mean, it's great. It tastes good, but you're not really doing yourself a favor. You know, eat local, eat what your neighbor's growing, what you're growing, and take care of your soil making. Are blueberries tough to grow? I have acidic soil. That'd be perfect to grow in acidic soil. And, you know, there's thousands of types of blueberries, hey? And Blue Crop or Patriots or Brigidas for making wine. I don't know if you're still making wine. Hey, Peace Journey. Howdy, Earthlings. Hello, Peace Journey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get you a wrench there, my friend. There you go. Hope I haven't missed anybody leaving. The conversation is about my hemp bars, bought them at Costco, and my organic milk. David Corey with Crop. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great guy. Yeah, get him a wrench. Add as moderator. There you go. David Corey with Crop. If you don't know David, you should go over and watch his videos. Ton of intel there. Yeah, thank you. Wow, you're most welcome, Peace Journey. I'm doing pretty good. You know, I'm still standing up. So. Yep. Organic milk comes from an organic cow. Yep. They run around the field. Then they come in, they get milked, and it goes into this nice glass jar. And I drink it. The big thing about, you know, milk that's fresh from a cow, my uncle, he used to put in apple cider vinegar in their feed so you never get any kind of infection. So that's why you have all pasteurization, Louis Pasteur. It kills a lot of the enzymes and nutrients in milk. By the time they've microfiltered it, homogenized it, and pasteurized it, it's not milk. It lasts 30 days in the cooler. That's not milk. Growing your own pick is required. Yep. Nice milk. Yep. Happy cows, happy milk. Yep. And that's the key, right? If you're eating food from happy chickens laying happy eggs, you're going to be happy, right? You're getting the nutrients, right? Yeah. It's the same with milk or, I always tell folks before I go, there's a few things that every earthling should have. And a few goats and a male too for husbandry, for milk, butter, cheese, meat, right? Eggs from a chickens, and some seeds in a spring and a cave. And that's all attainable, right? Now, a friend of mine wants to go and build another cave. I've got a small one. I've never showed it because I don't go there a whole lot, but I sure got a lot of gear there, lots of food, lots of water too. I can hold up my cave for a long, long time. All I do is walk out, throw my fishing, take a limpet or a little baby crab off the rocks, throw it out there. Or I got a cod or a sea bass or something. There you go. You don't need much, right? Up along the BC coast, it's all wide open, hey? It is desolate. They even call it Desolation Sound. It's right? For a reason, right? A lot of that is just Crown land or First Nations. A great deal of it is inaccessible. But for a person just to grab a few goats and leave this world and a backpack full of seeds, and it can be done. Yeah. I mean, First Nations lived up here they figured now up to 50,000 years ago, pre-Covis people all the way inside Oregon. They lived here while it was an ice age. They have found camel's teeth and bones that had slice marks on it. Well, that's pre-Covis. That's pre-ice age. So man's been along the BC West Coast for a long time. The PNW been here a long time. I need a milk cow. Well, you can go and buy into a percentage on a cow and get your own milk. Okay, you got to look around, but it is available. Laugh out loud, drinking organic milk right now myself. Crazy coincidence. Yeah, like-minded people. When I first moved my kids to a farm in eastern Washington, my boy came in with a bowl full of pellets he had collected. So proud, I told him they were goat turds. Yeah, well, that'll do it. City boy. Yeah, so thanks for the thumbs up. And, try not to eat a whole lot of food. Try not to eat anything when you wake up. Drink clean water, a little lemon juice in it. You want to, your lymph's been draining all night, so you want to clean that liver, right? And drink lots of clean, fresh water. You don't want brackish water. Water from why people are so deficient in magnesium? Because they don't drink well water. For real. They drink the stuff from the pipe that goes into a reservoir when it rains. It's got no magnesium in it. Just saying. You'd feel a lot better if you drink some well water. I mean, you might have to clean it, you might have to boil it, parasites or mycosporidia or giardia in it. You got to be careful, or beaver fever. There's a lot of things that are in water. People just don't know. That is a great insight. Oh, thank you. We don't absorb all we drink. No. If you got to drink tap water, for one, I'd leave it for an hour so the chlorine and fluoride evaporates, or even longer. And even though if I'm drinking from a pipe, I'll still boil it. But I don't. I have a reverse osmosis access to a machine to get my water, and all I have in there is just water. Now, I do drink spring water because there's minerals in spring water, right? Parts per million. Thank you, Howie. You got good info. Thank you kindly. When you drink water, you're flushing. It's like you flush a toilet or you change the oil in a car. You know, you got filters and nice clean oil. It's the same thing, the idea wise. I bubble my water for my plants, so I should probably bubble drinking water too. Yeah, water is really tough to get. That's clean for real. And until you get super clean water, you'll never feel optimum, like up to par. You just won't. And I don't drink. I'll drink water from the tap with my coffee because it'll boil it. And if you're boiling it in just a few minutes, all the chlorine and fluoride go, right? And the reason why chlorine and fluoride's put in water is to kill everything. And but you're drinking it. Wait a minute here. Is there something wrong with this? Yeah. I boil my water for my, okay. My water reads 40 parts per million, 7.5 pH. Yeah, that 7.5 up to 9 is good water, 9.5 for to drink. You don't want to drink acidic water. You want alkaline water. It reeks of chlorine. Yeah, you can smell the water. I mean, oof. You're not supposed to be able to smell water, dude. Unless it's a rain. Like if it's raining or by the lake, that's called negative ions when you saturate your biorhythm with good vibrations from like the negative ions. People think, oh, negative is bad. No, no. You need negative ions. And that's why you feel really good when you have a shower. That's why you feel really good when you go near the ocean or you go near the waterfalls. Back to the area that my ancestors lived in. I'm wondering if the reason, hang on, I gotta move my magnifier because I can't see. If the reason my mom, my girls, and myself are always low iron is because of adaptation to the local water gear, it's red with iron. Yeah, well, Berkey filter all the way there. Yes, you could smell it, ions. Yes, because you're like, you can smell that rain. You're just injecting with ions, right? If you're doing all the healthy things and doing all the bad things, don't expect to go up a level in your health and motivation and your metabolism. Don't, because it won't. Because you're doing one step forward and 25 steps backwards. It's really easy for me to say this, but even myself, I have to, when I wake up in the morning, I don't, I have to say, no, I'm not having a coffee yet. I'm going to flush out with my water. And I actually went and bought lemons today. My lemons are not quite ready. So, and my buddy just harvested his and gave them away. I'm like, oh, great. Yes, you can smell it, ions. Yeah. So, the more organic food that you eat, we have Crazy Town water. I filter it. If you've got Crazy Town water, then go to your council meetings and tell them this is unacceptable. Get them to drink it. Right? Well, you don't mind drinking it here. This funny looking brackish looking water here. Drink it. Let's see. And when they go, oh no, I wouldn't drink that. Well, how the hell am I supposed to do it? Right? Confrontation sometimes brings peace, but sometimes peace brings confrontation. Yes, used a Berkey on it and have been feeling great lately, wondering if it is the iron content. Yeah, you can get too much iron, hey? Just saying. Lemons are huge in California. Yep. I just bought 10 pounds of lemons. I didn't want to, and it wasn't cheap either, but they're nice. God grows them here, so I had to go all the way there and get them, and they were like expensive. They were $3 a pound, but they're organic and grown locally. Okay? So, but sometimes I'll go to the store and buy them too if I can't, because I have to have the lemon. What the lemon does, it's got vitamin C, obviously, but the more of the lemon peel that you can eat that's organic, and if it's not organic, be careful. They coat it with shellac and all this. You would be careful. It's got limonene, limonene, these powerful oils inside the lemon rind or peel that you really, really need. It's an absolute, And when you eat an apple and you can feel your lymph going, Well, welcome to the malic acid and vitamin C and all those nutrients. And malic acid is a plaque crusher. Okay. And apples have a lot of enzymes, which are plaque crushers as well. Pears are really good plaque crushers, but you don't want to be 40 years old and high cholesterol and you're like, oh God, I'm having not pretty, but eat instead of you hear the old adage, eat one apple a day. No, don't eat two or three. Eat one in the morning, one for lunch, one in the evening. And one that you grew is best, or you foraged, or you went to the organic farm. Okay. And yeah, you get bioflavonoids in the inside too. Oh, yes, yes, yes. In the skin. Our river got flooded for a hydro dam and flooded a chemical factory for railroad ties. That can't really change that. Now, yeah, that's really a biotoxin and toxin that doesn't really break down very quickly. So be very careful with eating fish there. Yeah. Wow, that's sad, bro. Oh, Mike, that's terrible. Mike. Okay. But you're gonna be well, brother Howie. You got to step out to drive home. You drive home safely, Cliff. And thank you kindly for being here, Cliff. And thanks for your thumbs up, buddy. And we'll see you again soon. But what was I saying? Yeah. Take care. Drive safely. But careful never hurt nobody. Stupid does. So don't do anything stupid. Always be careful. And the best vibration, I know I've talked about different, ions and stuff for your biorhythm, but the best vibration that you can give your body is love. I never figured that out till well into my 40s, but love, be kind, I'm afraid Mother Nature is going to get tired of us and shake itself like a wet dog. Well, you're on a little tiny little planet, a green and bluey looking marble flying through the Milky Way galaxy at tens of thousands of miles an hour. So, can you get shaken off this rock? Yeah, you can. Massive floods have gone around the planet before. I mean, enjoy your life. Don't get freaked out. Calm, cool, and collective. Look, listen, and learn. And who, what, when, where, why, and how. And then you should be able to figure things out, right? There's going to be natural catastrophes. Those that are ready win. Those that are not ready don't win. And, you have these people with an attitude, oh, we win in the end. No, you need to win all the time. It's not winning in the end. You're winning in all the time. Yeah. So that little blue and green marble flying through space can get hit by meteors, asteroids, and God forbid other species of life that comes along and goes, look at those little ants down there. They look dangerous. They got nuclear weapons. Right? Be careful what you hear on the be careful what you hear on the news or the TV. It's called narrative for neuro-linguistic programming. And the reason why that so much technology is here isn't for you to learn, it's to spy on you. And I firmly believe that, yeah, yes, consume the good salmon today. Yeah, wife's on my butt, laugh out loud. Yeah, well, I bet she's a nice lady like you. But on a more serious note, enjoy yourself. Love yourself. Love everybody. Even if you don't like what somebody does, don't harbor illness towards them. I gave that up years ago. And I've come through a few serious medical issues, and I'm still, hanging in there, but I enjoy myself every day. I smell the flowers. I enjoy the day I have, and it's really cool it's but I try to do. I pity whoever's spying on me. I'm boring as hell. Well, it's if you don't want someone spying on you, you don't want to be hacked, you don't want to be spammed. Don't own a computer. Don't own a cell phone. Own a landline. Don't have a credit card for a tap. Just have a debit card. There's ways around this. Don't have a smart TV. Get rid of it. Get an old TV. You don't want to watch something. Just saying. Only reason that everybody ran out and bought a smart TV, they're all smart. What? You can tell it what channel you want? That's smart? Come on. You think someone's not spying on you from the local lodge? They are. You can bet on the planners, they call them, or the master knights. These people think they're smarter than you. They're not. They're just bored with their own freaking life, and they need yours. And there's a lot of it. There's a ton of it going on. I bought a friend of mine a facial at the massage parlor, and she went down there. And the first thing the lady says, "Oh, we're going to make a file on you. We're going to need your cell phone number, your email." You know what my friend said? "Hang on, I'm leaving." Okay. She's there for a facial, not for her information to be sold. When you go to like a warehouse and you're buying a pair of boots, this happened to me recently. And hi, Auntie Mama, my little sister. Oh, hello, hello, hello. And the guy's like, "Oh, I paid with my credit card." He's like, "Oh, I'm going to need your phone number." I said, "No, you're not. You're not getting it." He's like, "Yeah, but I have to have your phone number." I said, "No, you don't. I don't even know you. Why would you need my private phone number?" "Well, you use your credit card." I said, "I don't give a shit." He's like, "Well, you'll be bringing these back." And I'm like, "No, I'm going to wear them." And I did. I wore them for a few months, and then I didn't like them anymore. They're chafing on one of my heels, so I just threw them out. Meh. But it just goes to show it's none of anybody's business that you're buying a pair of boots. It's none of anybody's business to know where you're going, when you're coming and going, or oh, you're on a protest. This happened a couple years ago in Canada. They shut down everybody's bank accounts. Women that had to feed their kids couldn't feed their kids because their bank account was shut down because they went to the protest. This has happened. It was found all illegal this past month here, but years went by and people are still in jail over it. All they did is stand there with a placard, "Go F yourself," or whatever they were saying. It was a convoy thingy. It was against and yeah, right? So blessings to everyone in chat. Yep, good to see Auntie Mama's Kitchen. Nice to see you. I've been to her channel many, many, many times. Great conversations, great fun, great people go there. So if you're in the YouTube community, hit Auntie Mama's Kitchen up. I didn't have to give you a wrench because you have a permanent one. I take wrenches from people because I just do. And then when they come in, I give them back. But Auntie Mama is not one that I would never take the wrench from her. But a lot of people I do, it's just sometimes you don't know who's who or their account's been taken over or whatever. She's really good people. And there's a lot of people I leave, but you don't know who's who when you give them a wrench. So someone that's been around a long time around your life without giving you any hassle, that's the one they give a wrench to. One that always shows up. But you just don't know who's who, right? Blessings to you and your family, Auntie Mama's Kitchen. Yeah, she's a really nice person. I've been to her channel probably hundreds of times over the years. I always step in, say hello, leave, and I say hello to her friends. She has great friends. And she's always up to something, right? Always good people. Yeah. It's easy to get involved with people you don't know, then they're bad. But it's a lot harder to get to know people that are good. But when you do find someone that's good, you hang on to that person. It's difficult, man. There's a lot going on in this world. It's quite crazy, really. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you, Mr. Thielen. Always a pleasure to see Mr. Thielen. I think he only has one video, but he's always been here. Mike the Caveman, take care, Mr. Thielen. He's down under in Australia. a really good guy. Hello, Mike, the caveman. But on a serious note, if you don't want to get hacked, you don't want anybody spying on you and your privacy, don't own a computer. Don't own a cell phone, an iPhone. Don't own it. If you're finding that you're getting robbed by all these apps and stuff, love you too, Mikey. Don't own it. And the first thing is the fear comes. Oh, well, if you get rid of your iPhone, you're going to lose all these apps and all your banking. I got my cash right here. I got my bank card right there. I ain't going to lose nothing. And it's the fear, and that's the narrative given out. It's not love. I'm giving out the love. I rarely go on YouTube anymore live. I do like maybe a dozen times a year if you're lucky. Drops. Hey, buddy, how's it going? There you go, Drops. Always a pleasure. Yep. So yeah, if you want to maintain a private life, learn to say no. And when they persist, what part of the N or the O did you not understand? Right? And then if they persist, ask you questions, do you live there? Do you own that house? You should practice. I don't answer questions. Why is that person asking you such a personal financial question? Right? There's been a lot of extortions that have been going on here in BC over in Surrey, business owners. And if they don't pay up, they go over and they do bad things to them. There's been 1, 2, or 3 a week going on here. Right. And it involves pew-pews, and it's terrible. These people are farmers and business owners. One guy I knew of, I didn't know him personally too well. I knew to see him, and he's dead. And it's all because of your personal private information. People sell it online. It's $1 billion industry, and they can make up anything about you until it stops by throwing away the cell phone or the iPhone, throwing away the computer. Just get a regular landline. What did you do before the iPhone came along? Well, I had cash and I had my bank card. Oh, okay. Right? They want everything done online now, and the government said it's in Parliament. The internet is not private, not even emails. You know what? I refuse. I refuse to do anything online. I won't have it. It's not secure, and all the remote viewing. I mean, if you talk about birthday in your house, the next time you turn on your TV, you got birthday cake commercial. How's that work? AI? Okay, I'm not interested in artificial intelligence like that. I'm just not. I'm not interested at all. So I've been really watching when people ask me questions. Like this one person's like, I'm going to need to know all the names of people that visit you. I said, who the F are you? And I said, that's inappropriate to even say. Right? Now, when the person comes by, they walk by really quickly. Right? When someone asks you a question, if you don't want to answer, just say, I don't answer questions. If it's a legal thing, well, I'll need my lawyer present. Thank you very much. Right? And as soon as you give out information, that's when you're done. Like the guy that wanted my phone number, he already had my credit card because I put it on my Visa, and boom, he wanted my phone number, and then he knew my name, right? So now we have the Fourth Amendment in the USA, but they don't abide by it. Well, too bad. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Sorry, I don't answer questions. And if it persists and it's a legal question, sorry, I'm going to need my lawyer. If I'm going to be questioned, I want to be questioned with my lawyer present. And you can plead the Fifth in the States. Here, you got the right to remain silent. But it's gone way too far with technology. Way too far. It's being abused to do remote viewing, sell your information. And you're not making any money from this. Someone else is. So, yeah, I'm really avid not, I'm not anti information, but controlling information. Absolutely. I won't get email statements. Send mine in the mail, please, and keep Canada Post open. Yeah, they closed the post office here. I got to go all the way to town to mail anything. They closed it. There's no post office here. First, the main post office that was here is gone, and then there's little postal outlets. The last one went. There's 8,000 people that live in this little village, and there's no post office. There's no grocery store. There's no gas station. Lots of condos and skyscrapers now. Well, I wouldn't say skyscrapers, but they're big buildings. You got a little tiny convenience store. I mean, right? It's Dave Knight. See, Dave Knight's got a wrench. They want to bring in digital ID to make everything private. I bet. Yeah, sure they do. When people can read your card. So what I do is I have a special glove that goes over my Visa card and my bank card, right? And you can't read it. No. And I look at my statements all the time. I get a receipt. Ask for a receipt and look at the receipt. Recently I got $2, $1.91 back from the little convenience store because I bought 2 large navel oranges and they were 99 cents a pound. And the lady charged me $2.99 as grapefruit. I looked at the bill. I went, no, you owe me money. And she's like, oh, yeah, I do. I said, this isn't the first time here. It's about every second or third time I actually get money back from there. And many other places, too, I get money back. I went over to the tea garden here, and I had brought a friend with me. And my friend had a piece of cake and a cup of tea, and I had a cup of coffee. That's 3 items. There was 4 items on my bill. And I said to her, I didn't buy this 4th item, the other slice of pie or whatever. She goes, oh, I don't know. Oh, I said, I do know. I said, I want my money back right now. And it was like $9 for this piece of pie or whatever. I said, I want the money back right now. I had a hard time getting back my money. But you see, how many people come in there that don't check their bill? Right? I mean, I've got money back from the big box stores a few times, quite a few times. I get the money back from farmer root sellers and the veggie sellers and whatever. They got big stands, right? All of a sudden I didn't spend $56. What's this? And you knew you spent, say, $20. Oh, and they don't give you the itemized bill? Well, you don't know what you're buying, right? Dave Knight, welcome. So I asked recently, a year ago, maybe last fall, maybe not this fall, that just passed the fall before. And I said, I'd like to see the itemized bill. And the lady's like, why would you want that? I said, because I want to see what I'm buying and how much I'm paying, because I don't believe this. I got a bunch of money back. Yeah, I didn't go back there. Well, I did, and it was $5 for 5 pounds of beets. So I bought a 25-pound bag. And the lady goes, oh, $27. I said, no, you're $2 out. She's like, no, it's $27 for 25 pounds. I said, no, it's not. It's $1 a pound, $5 for 5 pounds. She goes, oh, that's only if you buy the 5-pound bag. You bought the big bag. I said, it's still $1 a pound. So I gave up there. And good anyway, because the whole place has got Roundup everywhere. Mike saying hello to Dave. Hey, Dave lives out where you are. I mean, Mike lives out where you are. Or Dave. You guys are neighbors. Very true. It's happened to us. Please check your receipts. Oh, yeah. It happens pretty much every day to me. Every day that I go shopping. Because when I go shopping, I like to buy some things here and there. but you definitely got to look at the bill, man. Right? Like I bought a bottle of magnesium, the magnesium sulfate, and it was $10. I got it, sure. Now the next store I went to was $6.99, so it was $3 cheaper. So I bought it back. Next time the lady's looking at me. She's like, "And why are you bringing this back?" I said, "Because you overcharged me by $3, and the neighboring store sells it for $3 less. So I'm bringing back your overpriced good." She didn't like that. Well, too bad. Right? It's still $3. At the end of the year, it's thousands of dollars, right? So drops is here. Yep. Pennies becoming an issue here. They have got any for change, but I do. Here they have the round up or round down. Keep your pennies. Don't give them back. They are worth 4 cents. Yeah, copper's expensive. Hey. 1982 and older are 8 cents. Yeah, that's right. Some are not full copper. Good to know. I still get some Canadian pennies. Laugh out loud. I bet you do. They don't take pennies here anymore. And Mike says he's freezing and it's snowing. And here the sun is still out and it's blooming. Just rub-a-dub-tub. Hey, thanks for all the thumbs up. I appreciate that. And if you don't know Shawnee Grows, her birthday's in a couple of days and she's going live. And she could use some cheering up and help her out if you can. She needs some cheering up. This world can drag you down, So she needs some cheering up. It's her birthday. She's only 19, but that's okay. I don't know if she's still here or not. She lurks, but it's her birthday. But yeah, Visible Farms, Pilgor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll have to get you a wrench there, Pilgor. Good to see you, Pilgor. Standard moderator. Well, seeing Pilgor's here, I'm going to drink some more of my organic milk and eat some more of my hemp seed bars. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. In my sunshine glass. See that sunshine on there? See that? Yeah. And here's the hemp bars. Hemp Energy Protein. Hang on, I get my little glass there. Hemp hearts, oats, dates, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, prunes, raisins, dried apples, and dried blueberries, all organic. I'll take it. I'm going to eat another one of these. I'm having fresh cod for supper. I'm going to make seafood gratin. Bake it in the oven with some cheese. Should be good. Look at that. You're welcome, Visible. Elk round steak. Tomorrow, I'm picking up a whole New York strip, the whole thing. I'm dry aging it. I like dry aging. Yeah, happy birthday to Shawnee Grows. It's nothing like real milk, eh? Smoked salmon's great. Hey, Tommy caught a bunch of perch, eh? I watched his video. I'd smoke them. Yeah. Scrape all the scales off and just smoke them whole. Yeah. Yeah, a lot. Did you see that, Wild? He was filleting them. That's really difficult to do because they're so bony. Must have caught them ice fishing. Yeah, me too. I don't really fish for them much. Hey, Jay Dixon. Welcome, man. You have a wrench. You got a permanent wrench. Well, I don't have to give you one. I did a good job filleting the fish. You could hear Angel talking and someone else was there. Yep, it's been cold enough for ice fishing here. Yeah, there's no ice here. Zero. Ecology today is Jay Dixon. Great person. Well, she does a lot for the gardening community. She even hosts people's channels when they're away. Very cool. Very trusted person. Dave Knight. Hey, Jay. But real milk. I love it. Ecology today equals Jay Dixon. Minus 30 Celsius with the wind chill at night. Ooh. A lot of swear words there. You're not allowed to swear in this channel. Yeah, I get raw milk from my farmer near me. Yeah, it tastes good, eh? Raw milk. Oh, it's lovely. It's been warm, cold. Yeah, I can't take the cold. Thank you, everyone, for the thumbs up, and thank you for coming to my live stream. I don't have a lot of live streams anymore, but I've been tying myself up with cool books like this, Wild Harvest BC. Yep. And I've been busy getting ready for spring. And I've been making good food, eating lobster and steak. Minus 15. Oh my God. Jay put some snow in an envelope for Howie. No. It frosted last night. A nice heavy frost on the car. It had this beautiful floral design. It was absolutely like the old story fable of Jack Frost was here. You can see all this beautiful, it's absolutely gorgeous. I should have made a video. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Be well, everyone. Bye, Peace Journey. Time to go feed the critters so they have time to find a warm bed before darkness. Blessings to you and all your families. You too as well. Much love, mad respect. Our electric heat's been working good enough to keep the pipes from freezing. Yeah, look at those First Nations people up in Manitoba there. All their pipes froze and burst. There were days without hydro. Yeah. I wouldn't live like that. I'd build a cob house. 17 last night. Nice. You take care, Peace Journey. Missed the wood stove, but we should be okay this winter. Electric radiators, one in our room keeps us warm enough. Yeah. I have a wood stove here. I've got a rocket stove now outside, just a makeshift one, but I also have a fire ring, propane fire one. Hugs and mad respect, Howie. Yeah, you as well, Peace Journey. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. But yeah, you have a good night. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Weird winter. Yeah, well, we haven't had any snow. It's January 18th. My roses are blooming. My rhododendrons are blooming. The daffodils are blooming. The snowdrops have bloomed. The cherry trees are blooming. And the list is endless. There's lots more too, the different stuff that's all blooming. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. And I notice now the camellias are just starting to bud. And I'm like, wow, that's early, dude. I use battery backup and add as I can afford it. Also, gas fireplace for backup heat. Nice. Take care, Peace Journey. I put a new wood stove, 94K BTU. Last year, it keeps the place really warm and firewood's everywhere. Yeah. A 2-cat night tonight. Uh-oh. What's that mean, Dave? A 2-cat night tonight. 2 Celsius? Or 2 cats have to sleep together so they don't freeze to death? I've been monitoring the weather in Canada from coast to coast and some parts of the US too. And I've just been, keeping track of pals and stuff. And everybody got hit in the Midwest and Eastern Canada, and most of Canada got hit with this major cold snap. A 3-dog night is really cold. Oh, yeah. 10 Celsius was the coldest the basement got so far, and I have a drippy bathtub tap. Sucks, but it will keep everything from freezing, so I haven't fixed it, but I have a bucket under it and use that water, of course. If you're having to pay for water, whenever you wash vegetables, that water, you can funnel off your gray water, or if you got to wash something, or your water, you're washing your coffee pot, just put it in a bowl that goes off and goes into your 50-gallon drum, right? You're allowed to have gray water. Gray water is okay. It's not going to hurt nothing. I go to bed and wake up with 2 cats. Oh, yeah. I have a stray cat now named Cash. Some people moved away. They didn't really own them. The neighbor owned them, but the neighbor never let him in the house. But the people that moved away used to feed him. So now Cash comes to my door between 1 and 3 a.m. He wants in to warm up, right? So I let him in. He goes over. He sits by the heater. And he's like, ooh. And if I go towards my kitchen, he's right there. He knows that's where the tuna is, or chicken, or whatever, right? Yeah. Yes, we have a basin in the kitchen sink all summer. Absolutely. Yeah. Dave Knight, you start the sleep with 0 cats and then later have 2. That'll do it. But tomorrow I'm getting my beef for the dry aging. I've already tried a bunch. It was good. But you can dry age beef for months, a couple months anyway. Rinsing hands, water, or running water till it's cold. There's nothing wrong using that in the gardens. Absolutely. Water conservation is big now. Here, my water bill went up 449%. The sewage went up even more. Might get priced out of here. To live here is, how long are you going to do that for? Taxes went up, water went up, everything went up, and hugely, right? So, I don't know. Is it worth it living in the city anymore? You're priced out of here anyway. It's crazy. Washing anything, it can go down to the septic. Yep. Jay knocks the snow and ice out of the label BCLOs. I got 5 strays I feed every day and 3 inside ones, and got to babysit at my girlfriend's bulldogs over the hall. Nice drops. Well done. Oh, my doggy wants water. Well, folks, this is Sunday, and this is Howie Jones. And if you have any questions, ask them in the next 30 seconds or a minute. And now remember, Shawnee Grows. Time for a cave, Howie. Yes, I've already got a nice cave. But Shawnee Grows has her birthday in 2 days. And she would really appreciate people going by and saying hello. And, I think it's 9 Central, 7 Pacific, and that could be like same with back east, maybe an hour more. But good night. Treat yourself right. Love everybody. You don't have to like them, but love everybody. Love yourself. Thank you all for being here. Shawnee Grows, 9 Central, 2 Eastern tonight. There you go. There you go. And Shawnee Gross 9 Central to 10 Eastern. Okay, I figured that. Fixing what we can over the winter. Good. But spring brings. So I'm working on a food for us. Nice drops. That's my art. Good night. That's my art. Thank you for everybody, for everything. And maybe we'll see you again. You all take care. Much love, mad respect. I never remember how to shut this off. Yeah, getting into old heirloom stuff. Nice. Good night, Clef. Wild Edibles. So there's Shawnee Gross right there. Dave Knight. Big heart to you too. Much love. Ending stream now. Thank you for all the thumbs up. And don't forget, it's a birthday girl there's coming on tonight. End stream now.